Hi all. In this presentation, we're going to take a quick look at Intel Optane solutions for Gen 10 Plus and earlier servers. Just a quick note that a lot of what I put on the following slides is there to serve as a reference once the recording is available and not intended to be something you're going to memorize during the 30 to 60 seconds I spend on each slide. Optane persistent memory is supported on the Proliant, Apollo, and Synergy Generation 10 servers. There are two different families of Optane persistent memory, or PMEM, the 100 series and the 200 series. Those are tied to the type of processor used in the server. 100 series PMEM is for use in servers with second generation Intel scalable processors, the ones that have a 2 in the second numerical digit of the name, like Gold 6250. Those are the Intel-based Generation 10 servers. 200 series PMEM is for use in servers with third generation Intel scalable processors, the ones that have a 3 in the second numerical digit of the name, like Gold 5320. And those are the current Intel-based Generation 10 Plus servers. Due to addressable memory limitations on certain processors, going above 1 terabyte per CPU with the 100 series memory requires M or L series processors. M series support 2 terabytes per CPU, and L series support up to 4.5 terabytes per CPU. A couple things worth noting here. Persistent memory options are generally available in larger capacities than regular RDIMMs or LRDIMMs. And Intel Optane PMEM is not supported on the AMD EPYC-based server families. HPE has published technical white papers on memory population rules when using PMEM, and I'll have some links to those coming up. Beyond the more common industry standard server lines, HPE also offers PMEM compatibility in their Superdome Flex and Superdome Flex 280 platforms. The Superdome Flex uses 100 series PMEM, while the newer Superdome Flex 280 uses the 200 series PMEM. General notes on memory population rules, as well as specific rules for each of the two server families, are listed here for reference, as are the HPE part numbers for all the options. These technical white papers from HPE give complete guidance for using persistent memory in HPE servers. The upper link is for the 100 series PMEM on second generation Intel scalable systems, also known as the original Gen 10 servers. The bottom link is specifically for the newer 200 series PMEM, used on the third generation Intel scalable processors that are found in the Gen 10 Plus servers. HPE has announced that Optane PMEM options will not be available on Gen 11 or later servers. Switching gears to Intel's Optane NVMe storage solutions, here's a list of the current hot plug U.2 drives being offered. NVMe U.2 and U.3 standards can be confusing, so keep in mind U.2 drives can only plug into a U.2 interface, while U.3 drives can plug into a U.2 or U.3 interface. As with the regular Intel branded Optane NVMe solutions, these drives provide high performance and low latency using multi-level cell flash for dense storage and have a maximum endurance of 30 full drive writes per day. As is standard for HPE and their Generation 10 platforms, all drives support digitally signed firmware to take advantage of the Silicon Root of Trust and HPE integrated Lights Out 5 enhanced security features. For those of you familiar with the nomenclature behind HPE pluggable server drives, the top two options here use the Smart Carrier NVMe, or SCN, pluggable drive carriers, while the bottom two use the newer Basic Carrier, or BC, drive carriers. These drives are available in capacities of 375 gigabytes and 750 gigabytes. I also want to mention that if you are searching for Intel Optane NVMe products in HPE Quick Specs or in the product bulletin, all Optane NVMe options will have P4800X in their product descriptions. For systems that don't support U.2 NVMe drives, there is an X4 PCI Express add-in card option for use in most HPE servers with PCIe slots. This add-in card is half height and half length, making it easily compatible with most HPE server platforms. With flash features identical to the U.2 drives, the 750 gigabyte adding card is supported on the Gen 9, Gen 10, and Gen 10 Plus ProLiant and Apollo servers, in addition to the Superdome Flex and Flex 280 platforms, as well as the recently retired Itanium-based Integrity RX 2800 i6 and Superdome 2 servers. So in wrapping up our look at Intel Optane options available through HPE, whether you're looking for persistent memory, pluggable NVMe storage drives, or PCI Express adding cards, HPE has options available for the majority of their recent and current server lines. That brings us to the end of the presentation. I hope that the content was useful and makes it easier for you to talk about Intel Optane persistent memory, NVMe drives, and NVMe add-in cards for HPE servers and any discussions you may have with your customers. Thanks for attending, and thank you for your interest in selling more solutions through Ingram Micro.